Welcome to my November Project Life spread. I have already printed my pictures. I have one 6x12 picture and two 6x8 pictures. On the picture that you can see right now, I've already added some journaling. No, not journaling. I added a digital stamp from Ellie Edwards just because it fits so well, and I'm just making sure that my pictures are the size as the page protector here. My 3x4 pictures I print on 4x6 paper. I have a template in Photoshop where I can just throw in two photos and print them out together so that I just have to cut them apart afterwards. So I have two 6x8 pages and with different pockets, and two in the size of 6x12. And you can already see a hint where it's going as I'm cutting this heart. So I've gone through my stash of journaling cards, and you can see my favorite ones on the table. I think they are from the Cozy Kit or the Together Kit. I think the Cozy. Not really sure. So I'm just cutting that heart from the 3x4 card because I want to use that on the photo of my husband and my son. But before we start with that, I think I'm going back to the front page. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. So there we are with the front page, and I think I'm going to add the circle right there, checking how I attached the circle last time, and I think I just used a stapler for this. So this is what I'm doing next up. I'm lining up the circle on the inside of the page, of the pocket, and I'm just using a stapler to attach it to the pocket, and I'm good. So yeah, what to do next, right? Rearranging photos and journaling cards is part of the process, as you will see later as well. You can see I'm really liking the Together card, so you will see where that ends in a little while in this video. So I'm starting to properly cut the heart, and this is also where the heart theme of my November pages starts. Not really planned this, it just happened. So fuzzy cutting is totally not my thing, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So now I'm getting out my stash of chipboards, and I'm looking for more hearts that can go with that heart from the journaling card. And I'm not really looking if the color matches. I'm actually looking if the text goes with with the theme of the photo or where I want to go, and somehow the colors usually match my the color scheme, which I don't even have, of my pages. So maybe I have an eye for color. I'm not sure, but I'm not planning to. Oh, I need to take that pink one now because it matches the November card in the background. I don't do that. I mean, not on purpose. So now I've gone through my chipboard stash. Now I'm looking for other hearts with other textures as in cork or wood veneer. I'm looking for different sizes and different shapes. Yes, more hearts, more cork hearts in different sizes. So now the arranging of the hearts is happening, and I'm just playing around, looking at the hearts, but I'm not really feeling the wood veneer there. So I'm just putting the hearts in different places here to see how I like this. And we are getting closer to the final result. Now I have my hearts arranged on the page protector, so I'm taking out the picture to adhere the hearts down, and the only heart that needs adhesive is the paper heart, the one from the journaling card. The others, as they are chipboards, they do have an adhesive back, so just need to take the backing off and just glue them or adhere them down. You can see that some parts of a heart are overlapping the photo, so once I've put all the hearts down, I'm just going to cut off the parts that are like looking over the photo. If you're wondering, my scissors are from Fiskars. Definitely my favorite company when it comes to cutting. We also use them in the garden because they have the best blades for crafting and for gardening. So in here I'm deciding I need more texture, so I'm adding some staples here and there, not in all hearts because I didn't want to cover any of the text on the smaller hearts. So for the journaling cards, I then decided to go hybrid, and as I really liked the Together card, I just opened my Photoshop and copied the Together card. I took it from the digital kit and put it into Photoshop and just changed the color to that yellow color and the bluish color from the kit. So these are kit colors which I just made to match. And then I just did my journaling in Photoshop and printed these cards on cardstock. For any paper printing I do, embellishments, journaling cards and things like that, I use my Canon Pixma. It can do all kinds of different papers like transparencies, vellum, and heavy cardstock, no problem at all. So now I have the Together journaling cards going on my pages, so they are putting it together. For my journaling, I've used Remington Noiseless, and since I'm writing in German so that my family also can read everything, there are some things missing. Like in German we have Umlaute, and so that these are usually 2 dots above the A or the O or the U, and that font does not have these characters, so I'm just adding them by hand. So maybe I should check if they have maybe updated the font, because I really like that font. I've been using a mom's typewriter lately. It's definitely different to Remington Noiseless, definitely. So I'm a fonts person, so I'm really into fonts. So here, bringing it all together, taking out the cards that I've chosen before that I no longer want to use. And what I did though was I made sure that, for example, the yellow Together card is not where other yellow colors are. Yeah, so, or the pink, the original color of the card is, I think, in the back of the pages. So I do look for that, but that's all. So next up, I'm looking for some other embellishments that I could use on my pages here, and then I decide to just go with hearts first. That November card there is actually a 4x6 card, which I've cut apart, as you will see in a minute, and I'm just adding a chipboard heart and put a staple on it. And there is the other side of the card where I'm also putting a chipboard down. So especially with these 4x6 cards, is if they have a pattern or something like that, it's really fun to just cut them apart and turn them into 3x4 journaling cards. For my 6x12 page or picture here, I'm just using a label and I'm just handwriting the story about the picture and putting it all the way at the bottom, because I just like this photo so much. It's such a beautiful view of the lake that you can find here where I live. And to complete the heart thing that we have going on, I'm adding a core card here. So, and of course we need more hearts also on that fireplace picture there. So I'm looking through my stash of stickers and other embellishments, but I'm not really happy with it. So in the end, I decided to go with a heart brad. There you go. Just because of that digital stamp, there just some more texture to that picture. also adding a heart bread to my November card here. Now trying to put that 6x12 photo back in the page projector was a little bit difficult for whatever reason. I probably just could have cut off a little bit, but it worked out fine. So now I have my pictures that are still pretty naked, and I want to add some more hearts. And I'm not sure from which collection these are, but I'm just looking for hearts that have some sort of text that's matching. And we're almost finished. We have 2 more hearts left. And usually I try to put the hearts on each page on the same space, but it didn't work out this time. So this was November. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.